Awesome date, November 3rd, 2008. Awesome topic. This podcast ends with you. Or me. Baby Lee over here. Eric. Hey folks, and welcome back to the OSMcast. Your podcast for everything awesome. I'm Basil.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Lee.
And that's us.
The hell, man? He's going for this secret spy kind of thing. You want to see the Quantum of Solace or something already?
I kind of do.
I want to go see it because it's got the Star Trek trailer in front of it. Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I just wanted to see it because it's a Bond film. But I need to see Casino Royale first because
It's the Bond.
I don't know. I
Forward.
heard. Well, from what I heard, it's not very good. I don't know, and I'm not a huge Bond fan, so I don't really have an opinion. Not Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace. Everything I heard was that Casino Royale was the best Bond film in years and years and years, and that Quantum of Solace is a very sad follow up. So, and they all go, look, if you really need to see this, that's fine, but go see Casino Royale first, so it doesn't ruin Casino Royale for you.
Exactly.
yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's on the Xbox Live movie rental service.
No, it's
Because
on Netflix though.
Because it's on the Sony thing. Well, it's owned by Sony. So
It's owned by Sony. Well, you could just get if you're gonna get a Netflix subscription, you could just
stream it.
well, I don't know if you could stream it. I'm just saying you could just get a Netflix subscription and then rent it.
True.
I guess I'm just making an ad for Netflix.
It is coming soon to Xbox Live, where you can stream through your 360.
Though apparently they're not going to have multiple viewing of other people with Netflix accounts can't watch it with you at launch.
Huh.
Apparently that the thing that we thought was coolest about the service isn't going to be there at launch, and in fact has completely dropped off of all of their media stuff, and they're not talking about it anymore.
Whoa.
So, that just might mean it's not ready for a while, but I'm kind of scared now it means it's...
Somebody said, "Hey, this is too good. Take it off."
Yeah, that got gacked, I'm afraid. Well, it might have just been too technically difficult.
But I hear they have there's much more in the way of higher def streams than they had before when they first announced it.
Yes,
so
they are more onto that.
it looks like it's getting ready to be at least where you by yourself with friends at your TV, can watch it just okay. Or pretty well, who knows?
I don't.
Me neither.
In other news, chances are we've actually already had our CrisisCon panel.
We already did it? What do you mean? I wasn't there.
What?
Well,
what the hell are you talking about?
We're recording on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. We're in the future now.
We're in the future. They're listening to us in the future because we're
People
recording
of the future. Where are my flying cars?
This
the Jetsons
Tuesday.
promised me flying cars.
Our panel's
Jetpacks.
on Sunday,
Jetpacks.
and then we'll release this podcast we're talking in the future on that Monday.
I got you.
So this is like a reverse time capsule of sound.
Yes, that's right.
It's the endless wave that moves in a spiral towards the moon.
And beyond.
Lee, if you're still alive and listening to this, I want you to do that thing that I was thinking of now. Do it, man.
And what that thing is, the world may never know.
I have a couple of pretty good ideas.
He's probably right.
But we're not going to talk about that
We're
now,
not going to talk about that.
because this podcast isn't rated for those materials.
I don't know. We've said some pretty bad things on here.
Anyways, moving on.
Wild Zero, anyone?
Yes. The piss cam.
The piss cam?
Okay, World of Awesome, go now. James, play music. So in Japan, deleting someone else's account isn't just bad form. It's
a
illegal.
crime. Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to go with a crime.
Okay,
I was
fine.
about-
Wait,
Now I'm going to go with the crime.
and we're all going to say it once.
Yeah, I was going to say murder, and then we had 3 different things.
Oh, yeah, we did say it's murder. Yeah, that's better,
Yes.
too.
It's not just bad form. It's murder. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Digital murder.
Apparently, because a woman in Japan faces jail time because she murdered the avatar of the man who jilted her. This is apparently took place in the popular MMO Maple Story.
Oh, Maple Story, i.e. Korean smoking MMO.
Well, like many, I mean, it is the reason why it's designed for one click is so they can click in one hand and smoke in the other.
Korean smoking MMO.
It's how they also play WoW.
Kamo. Kamo.
WoW Kamos. Sounds like relief at Eskimos.
WoW
Koreans
Kamo
who play
doesn't.
WoW.
WoW doesn't Kamo. You have to use 2 hands to play WoW if you're
No, not if you're Korean.
or
if you-
playing a mage.
Not if you're doing it right.
or if you're a mage.
Well, they're all gold farmers, so I mean...
No, that's the Chinese. Only half the Koreans are gold farmers.
Oh, my bad.
The others are from the Star.
Anyways, back in
Yeah, the other
Maple
ones are-
Story, the lady, she apparently was a 40-year-old piano teacher, and she was dumped by her online hubby.
Was he her online husband, or was he like her real life husband? Like I read the articles too, and I couldn't figure out whether it was her real life husband and he destroyed his digital stuff, or if they were married in Maple Story, and then she destroyed his Maple Story.
She
stuff.
apparently accessed his computer, so I'm going to assume that maybe they were actually together. I know that they had originally met online, I think.
The story. I read 2 articles on it, and the stories were real vague. Like both stories were real vague on that. So,
But the important thing is she knew his account, got onto his account, and deleted his character. And she referred to it as being divorced. And so now she's facing jail time.
God, I don't know what I would do if nobody deleted my my World of Warcraft characters. That would be pretty bad. Jordan, no!
You murdered Jordan. I'm taking you to court.
Do you realize that's like an entire... I think I've actually over a year played. If you add up the time played on both characters, I think it's like one of my 25 years has been spent playing World of fucking Warcraft. Fuck you, Blizzard! Why couldn't it be StarCraft? At least then I wouldn't be so sad.
Well, it's okay. You'll have plenty of StarCraft
Oh, God.
for a long time to come.
Oh, fuck you, Blizzard. If we have we talked about this before?
I haven't
I
heard
think
of it. I'm
we
curious about what you're talking about.
Vaguely
Second,
mentioned it, but
StarCraft 2 isn't one game. StarCraft 2 is 3 games.
it's a franchise.
Apparently,
What?
they have taken StarCraft 2, and each campaign for the single player, Terran, Zerg, and Protoss, will be a separate product. And you will have to buy... Now, they haven't talked pricing yet, and the way they were talking about it was basically that each game would contain the StarCraft main game, which is the multiplayer game.
Right.
And that each one would contain one expansion, and the expansion would be the single-player campaign for that race you bought with whichever one you bought. But if you wanted all 3 single-player campaigns...
You gotta buy 3 copies
You
of the
gotta
game.
buy 3 copies of the game.
Hey, they weren't expansions when the first ones came out. That's like saying, you know that thing we always gave you that you've come to depend on with all our games, not even StarCraft, but with Warcraft 2? Well, now you can get it if you buy all... Oh, God, that's so stupid.
Now, okay, here is the Blizzard's
Here's
advocate.
what Blizzard's at, yeah.
Now, what they're saying is that each campaign is a fully featured campaign. Like, you're getting like 20 plus to 30 missions per
Yes.
single player campaign, which is the amount of total missions you got for all 3 campaigns added together in the first StarCraft.
Yeah, according to Blizzard, to talk about their side of it, they were like, we were trying to write this story, we wanted it to be really epic, we couldn't cut it down small enough to fit into one game, so we're fitting it into 3. I don't know how I feel about it. I really wish they would make it so that you could buy one game and then download the other 2 for a smaller price.
Yeah.
I think that might make it reasonable. Also, guys, if you just like, well, I'm just going to play it multiplayer. Oh, no. There are certain units you can only access after you've played the single-player campaign
Whoa.
of that single-player mode. Which means there are certain Terran, Protoss, and Zerg units you will not have access to unless you own all 3 games.
Wow.
Now, again, they've also mentioned that they don't plan on if they feel that it's more like a expansion level when they finish making the game they're going to charge as if for an expansion.
If I had to guess, I would say the games will come out with as $30 a pop, rather than 50. There will probably be a bundle that'll be like 80 for all three at once, and have some kind of collector's thing or something like that. But at the same time, it does suck that I'm probably going to end up paying $80 to $90 for something I was originally planning to pay $50.
Yes, and I have to admit, not only after being angry about this, I'm still going to have to go out and buy each of these games.
Yes. Now, you listen, Blizzard, you listen to me carefully, because I'm a big fan of yours, especially on the StarCraft franchise.
Yes.
And I'm going to go buy your $100 fucking video game. And if it's not any good, and if you fuck up StarCraft, I will find your 20 asses, because there's only like 20 or 30 people that are really Blizzard. We will find you, and you will rewrite that game in front of me and Lee.
Yes, I'm joining the hunt too this time.
Me, I don't care. I want my Diablo with
You don't
rainbows.
even like Diablo. What is this Diablo? Like, ever since Diablo 3, you're like, well, you could always play Diablo 3. You'll play Diablo.
Well, I didn't have a computer that played Diablo, but I want to play it now.
Oh, fuck. No, you're not a... Nah. You just like Diablo so you can, like Diablo while me and Lee cry about StarCraft.
I've played other games like Titan Quest and stuff. After the fact. I like the idea of pointing and clicking at things and watching them die.
Okay.
I also like Too Human.
We'll give you this time. Too Human. Oh, you're so funny.
Moving on to on the 360 side of things... Chun-Li's inviting us to hit it again.
Hit it again.
For the first time.
I think we've got this image up on the Awesome website, right?
Well, we will. At the time of release, I'll find the image again. But apparently, Capcom has, in all their magazine ads, has gotten a bunch of really, really great slogans. Like, hit it again for the first time. Or, give peace a rest. Or, return of the beat down. To Hadoken or not to Hadoken. Reach out and punch someone.
Okay.
She's got legs. Chun-Li.
Oh.
As Inubito is listening to this right now, editing and going, them thighs are sexy.
I realized this one. Deja Fu.
Deja Fu.
And return to the 50-foot pimp slap.
Okay, that's the best. I hadn't heard that.
That's the Dalsim one, I guess.
Is it Dalsim?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, they got all these posters, and it's this slogan in huge, wonderful text with one of the characters.
When does that come out? Is that this year?
They're talking. They're saying it's going. Well, it's going to be.
Oh, it's winter 2009.
It's winter 2008, which could also
would be in 2009.
Damn.
Like, I think GameStop has it March-ish. In our data banks, it doesn't mean
no,
much.
It can't come out in March. It's Resident Evil 5's month. Nothing else good is allowed to come out in March.
Look, that's the month of my birthday, which, i.e., is the actual most important date ever.
Which is the most important month for video games to come out in, so we can all buy them for base.
That's right.
And then you won't be able to play them until your birthday because we'll have already said no.
It's March 10th. I can wait. It's
nobody
not
will lock
like
your
saying
ass into a
Fallout
room.
3 is going to come out 3 days before my birthday,
Oh man, Fallout 3.
Which is what's happening to Eric.
Yay for Fallout 3!
Oh, before we move on, with Blizzard's StarCraft 2, do we have a release date on that?
Yeah,
No.
one day.
Yeah. Yeah, Basil summed it up. Not 2008 and LOL, maybe 2009 if you fuckers are lucky. In fact, they're talking about releasing Diablo 3, which actually got announced after StarCraft 2, before they released StarCraft 2. So...
And at least all my classes will be playable in Diablo 3.
I really think...
Are you trying to get us to kick your ass?
I really think what happened is that they almost finished StarCraft 2. They were working on the single player, and they went, shit, we can't do this. Let's split it into 3, but if we're going to do that, we're going to have to start over again from the ground up, because that's what Blizzard would do, as they did with Warcraft 3, which was originally a point-and-click adventure with Thrall, chieftain of the clans or whatever, and they got it finished, looked at it, said, this isn't any good. Meh.
Scrapped it.
That's
the thing. Blizzard's got a really high, quality of standard, and if you don't meet it, they go, that shit throw.
I've heard it was a great game too. Like I've talked to like 3 or 4 people that have not talked to. I've read the I've read the interview of 3 or 4 people that have played it, and they're all like, "We cannot believe that this awesome game is probably sitting on a CD-ROM in somebody's desk in Blizzard's,
and no one will ever.
One will ever play it."
God, that is
It
sad.
is very sad.
And also, I'm sure they're planning on working the entire year in between games on making these single-player campaigns.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll mean more cinematics and a better story, and maybe StarCraft Ghost's lead character Nova, because they were talking about putting Nova
Yes,
into
put Nova in there.
Of course, I guess it means they're going to stretch out WoW even longer.
Oh yeah, because if my theory is correct, and StarCraft 2 is supposed to build universe of StarCraft as their next MMO, then
That's going to be 3 or 4 years down the line.
yeah, it's going to be a while down the line then.
Well,
I might be wrong. It might be Diablo. I'm sorry.
Well, Lich King should hold,
For like a year, maybe a year and a half, but
Well, we'll get another expansion at some point.
Yeah, and besides, how long has it been between Burning Crusade and Lich King? It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Like a year.
It's only been a year?
Is it over a year?
Okay.
Wait, January. No idea how long it has been with Burning Crusade.
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years? God, Blizzard, get the fucking lead out.
Like,
I remember when they promised an expansion a year. Do you remember that? Oh, Blizzard,
wait, no,
you're my favorite liar.
Wait, did it come out February of this year?
It was January.
January of this year?
It
Or
was
last
this
year?
year. It was last year. We don't know, guys. The answer is we here at Awesome Central have played World of Warcraft so much we've forgotten when it came out. All I know is the content's old and Jordan needs new shit to tank. So,
And I need to play Deathray. Oh, we're not going to become the awesome Wowcast here. So
oh yeah, Moko wants you to join Anbu, just so you know.
screw the Naruto Guild.
But it's not really a Naruto guild.
When they changed the name from Anbu to Luffy's Pirates.
They told me that if I said "believe it" after every kill, like I was doing anymore, they'd kick me out of the guild. 'Cause I had a macro that yelled "believe it" every time we killed a mob. Like every time a mob, and so I'd be sitting here tanking, and the end boss Zul'jin would drop, and it would be like. You get this massive thing that was like, and so the Lord of the Trolls has finally been taken down. Believe it!
But I'm part of Myrtleocalypse, and that's an awesome name.
Myrtleocalypse. I know, I wrote it.
Well, see, it's good enough for me.
Orin's in Myrtleocalypse. Anyway, not Wildcraft. Not Wildcraft.
Not Wildcraft, not Wildcraft. But we are going to be talking about some of the video games.
Video games.
We're specifically talking about a DS game by Square-Enix.
Wait, are we done? Are we done with World of Warcraft?
I'm done. Are y'all done?
I was going to talk about Mortal Kombat versus DC getting its fucking fatalities nerfed.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, they decided it was too M, so they removed. Like the Joker originally shot you in the face. Like he would pull out a gun that went bang, and then the bang would shoot you in the face.
They pull out a second gun.
Did he pull out a second gun?
Yeah.
I thought it was that he did the classic thing where it's like...
But first it's like, no, we're not going to have any fatalities. And it's like, yes, you got the fatalities. Now we don't have them again.
Well, what we have is really shitty fatalities. Just apparently we get fatalities, but they're bad fatalities.
What happens now is Joker pulls out his toy gun, and it shoots a little bang, thing, pop, flag, whatever.
The little flag with bang on it pumps out.
Oh, I know what happens next. He puts a pencil on the desk and shoves his guy's eye into it.
Oh!
No. What happens is, as it starts panning off screen to the Joker, he pulls out a second gun and shoots the guy in the face. In the original version, you got to see him shoot the guy in the face.
Now it's off camera.
Now it's off camera.
Ow.
Yeah, and it looks really good, though. Some of the superpowers look awesome. I'm sure this short story is complete shit, but it's a fighter who gives a damn.
Yeah, for real.
They'll probably have, Batman step through a portal.
Yeah, that's Soul Calibur. From what I understood, what happened is that Lex Luthor or something is leading the Evil League of Evil or whatever the DC's the Evil League of Evil, whatever DC's the Legion of Doom or whatever DC's anti-Justice League, and so the Justice League goes and follows him. But the Mortal Kombat universe is magical, so it saps a lot of the people's powers. Superman has always been weak to magic and etc. So.
I find it odd that we're now using Dr. Horrible terms to describe actual comic books.
Well, yes.
That's the level of our geekdom has reached.
Oh, Evil Thomas Jefferson, the greatest supervillain of them all.
Yes.
Or Dead Bowie.
Irony is Andrew Jackson's face on the United States Treasury bill.
Huh? What?
Just a random historical fact for anybody who gets that out there. I salute you. Anyway,
you can write to us OSMcast@gmail.com.
You saved this part for the end of the awesome.
Oh,
cast.
yeah. Anyways, so to finish off the World of Awesome, we found out that while we knew Slayers was getting another season to go after Revolution, I fear it'd be like Revolution 2 or something. No.
Electric Boogaloo.
They're going to call it Slayers Evolution-R.
Or maybe minus R. You never know with Japanese.
It's true. Or it might just be Evolution R.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much they took the R from Revolution and sticked it on the end.
Yes.
No, we might even accidentally think it's L.
It was apparently announced through an autograph, session between the two novel creators, or with the two novel creators. So, there we go. We know at some point it's going to show up on TV when...
And nobody will love it.
Everyone will love it. What are you talking about?
Love it. Nobody as in the Awesome Reserves member, not as in no one.
Although, maybe Hashbar did, I think, mention that she has some music projects to finish up before she continues on with Slayers. So, it'll probably be later sooner than sooner.
The world ends with you.
That's right. Way back in the early days of, more of the middle years of portable gaming, for the Game Boy Advance, there was a company called Jupiter, and they designed a game for Square-Enix called Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories,
Woohoo!
which is the best game in the Kingdom Hearts series.
That's a lie.
Because that's one I was able to actually play.
The second best game in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Yes. I have to tell you that it was innovative with all the cards, but the battles were frustrating that way.
Really? I loved it, but I'm a CCG freak, so...
But you can now soon try it for yourself because they're releasing just that portion of the Japanese Ultimate Remake Mix Final Destination of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Final Destination?
Is that the one where they put it out on the
Rechain.
PS2 or something?
Yeah, they put Rechain out on PS2 in America for $30 in December.
So there you go. But they made this game. It was 2D. It was Kingdom Hearts. It sort of was card-based.
What do you mean source card-based? You built decks.
Yeah.
And then
It was
played
the
cards.
closest representation of a CCG I've ever seen in a video game.
In that aspect, it was pretty cool. Well, we're not reviewing it. I should say.
Felt much more like Yu-Gi-Oh, but you're actually punching cards into people's faces.
It was like Yu-Gi-Oh, where every card was a slap to the face.
But it was pretty cool. And, and apparently after that, they kept the company around, and they actually let them make a brand new game that was entirely not tied to anything. And we got it, and turns out the best original thing Square-Enix has done in
Years.
In fact, I would go so far as to say it's better than Kingdom Hearts, but...
He would be killed by both of the people sitting next to him. Well, by me. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what Lee's feelings on Kingdom Hearts are, so...
Well, that's something for another.
That's a
podcast.
topic for another day. Lee doesn't want to get beat up either.
No, it's because I have highs and lows of Kingdom Hearts, and it take me a while to go into.
Look, this is the best game Zippers has ever directed.
Zippers!
Anywho's, Kingdom Hearts, it was... Again, it was developed by Jupiter, and it was directed by... They don't tell me. Wow.
But who cares? Going on.
So, The World Ends With You, or in Japan, it was known as It's a Wonderful World. It's an RPG on the DS, and is one of the neatest, most innovative games I've played in a long time.
It's one of the most original little games I've played in a while. Long time, from combat, to its style, to its music. I mean,
even the stories, the whole taking you... Well, I don't know, there's not a whole lot where it's an RPG setting in a modern place like that where...
Okay, that part I'll give you. There's not a lot of modern... Yeah, I was going to say the whole
mind screw.
The way they do it with the plot is pretty basic. It's this basic science fiction story. But anyway, sorry.
But the game is set in a pseudo representation of Shibuya,
Yep.
which is the major shopping district area of Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
And you play this guy named Neku, and he wakes up and he hears all these people talking.
He wakes up, shaken up, plastered to asphalt.
But they're not talking.
He's hearing them in his mind.
Yep.
Because somehow he's psychic. He doesn't know why. And then he gets a little tattoo suddenly appear on his arm. And it tells him he must go to this location now or face deletion. Yeah, from the very start, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's going on?
There's no big build up. There's no giant cutscene in the beginning. There's no let's set the stage of these two grand kingdoms or anything. You're a guy, you woke up, you hear voices in your head, and suddenly a magic tattoo tells you you're going to be deleted if you don't go where it tells you to.
Yeah, they're going to erase you if you don't.
It really makes you hit the ground running, and I appreciate it for it, because, God, so many RPGs. Was it they clocked with, not even RPGs these days, like Metal Gear Solid had, Metal Gear Solid 4 had, 22 minutes before you could actually move your character, I think it was clocked.
No, that's not true, because you got to move like 5 minutes for 2 seconds. Then you continue off the storyline.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
You got to go do.
Before the actual first playable section, it was 20-something minutes.
But even Kingdom Hearts 2, you played on for hours before getting into the actual game.
Exactly. Kingdom Hearts 2. I know there's a big cutscene in the beginning of FF12. It's just there's so many games these days that just don't let you start playing the game when you start the game.
Mm-hmm.
And this one really, there's a little story. It really does smack you. All right, here you are. Go.
Yeah, exactly.
And you go, and you find out that you're in the middle of this. You're in a sort of a parallel dimension of Shibuya.
Yeah.
Where it's only you and other players who are playing this game. They're not even sure what this game even is. But you're facing off against all these monsters called noise.
That real people can't see.
And that
that no one else can see.
Well, they can't even see you either.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't see, yeah.
They're almost like shadow people, like the regular people out in the world, and you're running around in your own world, except in certain shops.
Yeah. And
you're having to fight off all these noise, and there's another group of players known as Reapers that are out to kill you.
Yes, exactly.
And this game is very, very much like life and death.
Mm-hmm.
And there's much more of a sense of mortality to this game that I don't feel as in a lot of RPGs.
I mean, because you got all the other players, and they're slowly being erased by noise, so you can see people dwindle down, so you really get a feeling of, oh shit.
Yeah, there's a definite, as you can probably tell from the name of the villains, the creature things. There's a definite music theme to the to the characters of the game.
Yes,
and also there's a very sort of staticky, the whole thing feels like you're almost watching it from a TV because the noise they look sometimes they'll look like TV static disappearing.
Yeah.
And sometimes even the screen will suddenly jilt and tumble and whatnot and roll with staticness and. It gives you a very, very, sort of very technological, very Matrixy almost sort of feel to it. Mm-hmm. And so when you see characters get deleted, you see them, you hear that flash of, a fuzz, fuzz from the TV, and it's like, and you really feel like they're gone. Mm-hmm. Because this whole general sort of, TV screen fuzzy stuff happening really makes you feel like, oh wait, no, they're dead. It's just as it hits you hard as seeing a head being lopped off and blood spurting out without any of it having to be done. And the style of the game is what lets it happen, and it works really well.
Yep.
Stylistically, it's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, it's got a I guess modern Japanese punk feel to it.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
no idea what their actual styles and stuff like that are over there right now, but the whole thing is done in this very modern metropolitan style.
Yes.
It actually reminds me of if anybody has read Transmetropolitan by Warren Ellis, it reminds me of a Japanese version of The City. In Transmetropolitan, the characters live in the city in the future, and this is what the style feels like to me.
And what's interesting is that I know Jeremy Parrish, who's one of the reviewers for 1UP, and he reviewed this for 1UP, is actually how I got interested in it. He actually took he helped, but I first really got interested when he reviewed it.
Oh, I see how it is. Your strange male love stalker interest reviews it, and you're interested. Your pal, your buddy, your bosom friend. I play it, and you think, man, it's probably shit. Eric likes it.
I was interested before he stole it. Anyways.
Let's not get into this, boys. Let us move on.
Yeah, Dad, whatever.
Whatever, Dad.
Anyways, he went...
I'm raising my loud.
Found your porn.
You did? Damn it. I thought I hid that pretty well. I guess, the big porn folder on the internet, on the computer wasn't good.
Yeah, that's actually what mine said. But go on.
Anyways, he actually went to Shibuya during one of his trips for covering something for 1UP. And he got really bored one day and just wandered around Shibuya to take pictures to see if he could find all the very things he saw in the game in real life, and he did.
Awesome.
All the major landmarks in the game you could find, and it's actually pretty close physical representations in the game, just stylized out the wazoo. But so a lot of the look actually comes from the actual district, which is supposed to be the hippest district in Japan. So,
and I'm wondering, in that game, they go so far with the whole feel of the of Shibuya that actually the items you buy in stores are clothes that are branded and stuff.
Yeah, the trendier, more branded clothes are what gives you better points and armor and etc.
And what's in style changes, and you can actually affect it by what you're wearing and what pins you use.
And the different places you go are different styles are under effect. So what you wear that's trendy today in one area is less trendy in another area, and that actually affects your stats.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty awesome.
Now, it never really affects it enough to matter, but it's a really neat thing to...
I don't know if you have it where you've got pins up where they're double powered.
I guess this is a good time to bust it and start explaining how the combat works.
Combat works.
Yes.
Yeah. It's awesome combat if you have 2 sets of eyes.
Yes.
And it's great combat if you don't.
Yes, because the computer will take over the top screen.
Because the way it works is combat actually happens on both the top screen and the bottom touch screen
At the same time.
Now,
in real time.
In the game, you find out that you have yourself and you have to have a partner.
Yep.
If you don't have a partner, you'll be deleted just by existing because you can't exist without a partner.
And of course, our main character's partner is spunky hot anime chick, number 547.
And then the other 2 are 2 variations of the yaoi stereotypes. Anyways, Neku, his abilities are all based on pins. You collect pins in these games, and these pins give you all your powers. And everything is touch-based as far as how Neko controls.
Exactly.
Yep, move them around, draw little things on the screen to attack enemies in certain ways.
Yeah, each pin has a different requirement for how you activate it. Like, one will require you just to tap the enemies to shoot bullets. Others will require you slash across the screen.
Or you'll drag across the screen to create fire.
To create trails of fire.
Yes.
Or slash upwards, downwards specific waves to do certain abilities. Sometimes you'll hold down. Pretty much any way you can think of using the touchscreen, there's a pin with a special power that corresponds to that.
And don't forget the pins that I never use in public because you have to yell into the DS to use them.
Yeah. There's a lot of pins.
Tons of pins. You will probably never use all of the pins because there's just so many.
Or even see all of them. That's why they have a mode where you can mingle and get other people.
And the pins, they have their own sets of stats on how strong they are, how long they take. Because every time you use a pin, you have a wait period before they recharge so you can use them again.
Mm-hmm.
How strong they are, how much they can heal you for. All sorts of stuff. And they also will evolve if you raise them levels up enough with certain kinds of experience. Because there's even multiple kinds of experience in the game. Sometimes it's from battling. If you turn the game off and wait for a while, it'll come back after saving. You'll accumulate points.
Man, that felt like wow.
There's like a multiplayer mode that you can play that will drive up points. There's another multiplayer mode that you actually don't play but you still do it, which drives up more points. The ways you can level up your character are crazy in this game.
Yes.
And so the entire bottom screen is you touching, poking, and scratching and doing whatever you can to defeat these enemies.
On the top screen, however,
it's weird. Like, I never used the top screen, so I'll let y'all talk about that one.
Okay, on the top screen you got your partner, and as far as storyline goes, they apparently can only use one kind of pin that's their own personal pin, which really equals you tap out their combos with the up, down, left, and right, or you can use the other buttons if you want.
Yeah, you use either the D-pad or the 4-button ABYX to control them and tap out combos, and that's actually to the rhythm of the music in the game. I think, I think there's or to the rhythm of the character's theme, or so there's something music based with tapping that out. I've heard.
And there's also they each have their own little power up system where you match symbols and get bonuses. Which for me, the first two characters, they were easy enough to figure out. I never figured out beats.
God, no.
I just didn't even mess. I mean,
honestly, I let the computer control it, and the computer will automatically do the top screen if you just let it. And honestly, for a lot of the game, you'll be letting because God, you can go cross-eyed trying to keep track of both screens at the same time. Mm-hmm. But it was a great idea. It was a wonderful idea, and if I don't know how to fix the implementation because it.
Well, I mean, some of my friends. They like the top screen a lot more than like the bottom screen.
Really?
They would more or less play the game by just moving Neku around, and they would actually play the top screen instead to defeat the enemies.
Well, that's silly. Well, that's an interesting way of doing it. I just love to blast the crap out of the bottom screen. Yeah. I mean, you can just I mean, it's so free. There's no menus. If you want to hit an enemy, you poke at him, you draw lines over him, you tap him and drop rocks on him, all sorts of shit. That's great.
It is a lot of fun. Like, I never touched the top screen unless I had to because the battle required it, which happens like 2 or 3 times at most.
Yeah, almost never.
Right, and so I would immediately start off by slashing at the characters, then then slash up for an icicle, then maybe tap so to shoot some bullets, maybe draw some fire, and just repeat it and move on as needed. It's a lot of fun. Just playing the game was a joy.
You really get into it. It's physical because of all the touchscreen, but it's not so physical that it's it's very forgiving. Mm-hmm. In that I almost never had the problem of the computer not recognizing what I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
Maybe once, maybe twice through my entire first playthrough.
They did a really good job.
Good job on the programming on that.
Though I've heard some people complain that it took them too long to figure out how to do it, but really I didn't have a problem.
Yeah, I never had a problem with that. Yeah, I've heard that too.
I mean, sometimes, for example, I could never use my icicle attack unless I had emptied out my slash attack because it would just interpret it as more slashing. But so I used it to my advantage. I would slash at them, then icicle them, and as they're being stunned by icicling, I would prepare my next move.
That's kind of an in-game thing because apparently they have it where you can hold down, assign pins to buttons and hold them down to shut them off because certain things override it.
Yeah, exactly. So. It became a little. Yeah, it's got a little strategy and complexity there.
But for me, this really sort of felt like them going back almost to their CCG or card game roots, because it really feels like you've got your deck of pins of your abilities. And
yes.
How you use your abilities and when you use the abilities is all up to you and how you play the game.
Yeah, I always regard my characters in RPGs like CCG decks. It's just my way of looking at them. And World of Wins with You was very much okay, this is what I've stocked. This is how, and I've got this much power for each one. This is how I need to expend that in the combos with the certain pins to do what I want to do.
And one of the central actual themes to Worlds with You is that it's about the group dynamic as well as your personal individuality.
Yes.
And it's about how those two interact and mingle and how that creates a larger world of you.
And how the main character is a total dick until about halfway through the game.
Yeah, and he goes through an amazing character growth there. And at first, I was like, Basil, this guy's a complete bastard.
I was saying to Eric, I'm like, Eric, I don't know if I can beat this game. Like, it got to a point, and it happens within like a few days, where I got so fed up with Neku, I was ready to just turn off and just take the game back and never play it ever again.
And Eric is sitting here going, no, Basil, no, keep playing, it gets better, I swear.
Then after I said that, an event happens, and literally the cast of the game went, Neku, you're being a jerkwad, stop it.
Yes, they beat him down, it was great.
And then after that point, he realized he was being a jerkwad, and while he still was a jerkwad, he started getting a lot better.
The basic problem with this character is that, man, he takes the I'm a loner jerk who hates everyone but myself, like, anime main character starting point to God, it's extreme. I mean, they dialed this fucker up
to 11.
Yeah, to 11. Yeah, I mean, Jesus, guys.
I guess,
don't do that again. You might not get us to play through the next one.
By doing that, they then took him back to the very other extreme. And it felt much more of a gradual, where I actually felt I was watching him grow.
Exactly.
Unlike, say, example, Final Fantasy VIII, where squall's a dick, squall's a dick, squall's a dick. Oh, I have a girlfriend. Everything's wonderful.
You know, I
love the world.
That's pretty much how Drew acts, actually. Drew's a dick, Drew's a dick, Drew's a dick. I'm getting laid. Everything's beautiful. She dumped me. Drew's a dick, Drew's a dick.
What I was about to earlier is that for it's as much as you, because it's like how you determine what pins you want. And there is a bunch of shops where you can buy pins and clothing and stuff, and everything's branded. And if you wear same brand stuff, your stuff is better. Well, as you fight enemies using your pins, which are also branded, popular brands, the more you fight with those pins, the more your brand increases in that area, which makes your pins better. And that idea is that you're actually affecting people's choice of brands.
Yes.
In fact, there are missions where you want to influence people by wearing a certain color brand to pass, and you have to wear that brand. And then you look around and, everybody's wearing that pin that I've, advertised.
Yeah, the whole idea is the world ends with you, and so you have to expand yourself by meeting other people to expand your world. And it's just a constant theme that runs through the entire game. And not only in the story, but also like in gameplay, like we just said. And it's just a really... everything's so interconnected into the game.
I have a question, though. Do girls in Japan, like in the game, really wear their shorts that low where you can... Was I the only one that was going with it cheeky where you could... Never mind, let's move on. I'll ask a question.
Okay, the art style is very, very stylized.
Mm-hmm.
They're all done by Tetsuya Norma, a.k.a. Zippers.
Zippers.
Because he likes throwing zippers where zippers should not be, including, like, eye patches and whatever.
He didn't do too bad on this one, though.
Yeah, he
There
did.
were
That was
zippers.
a belt buckle that was an eye patch for
There's
Div.
a belt buckle that was
But-
an eye patch, yeah.
Man, a zipper for an iPad should be great because if you want to freak people out, just this is my corroded eye.
Anyways,
And that's why Sears loves him, folks. But anyway, moving on.
but instead of looking like Final Fantasy characters, they did in fact do look like a bunch of hip teens from Shibuya. Because Shibuya does in fact have really crazy styles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you go look at various rock bands and whatnot, Japan has a bunch of crazy, just incredibly original visual style to their clothing that The World Ends With You really does a good job of capturing, but also works really well to Tetsuya Norma's strengths of just adding weird crap to a character to make them look weird.
Now, you guys will notice that while we are normally huge spoilerifics here on the OSMcast,
We're
we've kind of
tiptoeing around this
tiptoed around it. And I really think that going into specifics of this story, even from the beginning, would do it a disservice to anyone who wants to go play it. Like,
Yeah, for real.
Part of the beauty of this game is you wake up going, "What the fuck? Where am I? What's going on?"
And you have to
everything's
figure it
a
out.
mystery from second one of the game. So I know we normally like to just blow through and. We keep vaguely talking about how good the story is and the character development. You guys are just going to have to believe us it's a good story, because to give anything away would be to ruin one of the true joys of the game.
And thank God that it's got a good story, because I would hate to play... This has got even better gameplay, and I would hate to play through this game with a
crappy
story, because I would do it just to keep playing.
Yeah,
But that's why I kept playing when Neko was being such a huge jerk. But I kept buying, and thankfully I was rewarded for it. And I guess that's one of the reasons why it worked out so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's got a ton of replayability. There's tons of pins to collect, tons of clothes and stuff like that.
And once you beat the game for the first time, they allow you to go back to every single day. Because this takes place per day for 3 weeks.
Okay. That's enough.
And you get to play through every day over again to find hidden items that you didn't find the first time.
Find before. Not only that, but it unlocks the secret mission or whatever, the real mission. What do they call it? It's got a name.
Another Day.
It's called Another Day. It's a side story.
Yeah, the Another Day side story.
Where it's all about the mini game of the 10-pin slammer.
Yeah.
Which we've yet to go through. Where Neku instead is the main character from Digimon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Where everything's great. I'm doing so good. I'm going to be the greatest 10-pin slammer ever in the world. Oh, I don't know. I'm feeling emo. No, I can't let the emo urges compel me.
He actually says that. That's what's great.
He's like the anti-Neku, and it's great. Especially after beating the game, you're like, this is the greatest parody of the game ever, and it's official.
And it's got a great little mingle mode where you turn it on and put it to sleep. Is it? Would you just put it during its sleep mode?
It puts it to its own sleep mode, and it will scan. It'll send a signal out, and it accepts signals from other wireless devices, like Wi-Fi devices, like other DSs that are being played in multiplayer modes, or like PictoChat.
Or if you're very lucky, other DSs who are playing The World Ends With You.
And it will do things, for example, say, I have my DS in mingle mode as well as Lee. Mm-hmm. Our DSs will meet each other, and what pins and stuff we have equipped on our characters will then be, when we turn it off and we restart the game, or when we turn off mingle mode and save, I should say. Lee's pins that he was wearing will become a shop in my game, and my pins will become a shop in his game. And then we can buy pins from each other whenever we want.
Man.
And it's such a boon during anime cons. Because you also earn experience for your pins this way.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to 8 away. What me and Lee did was we just turned mingle mode, walked to the dealer's room, save, level up all our pins.
Ooh, I got 10 new shops in my friends list.
Because tons of anime fans also happen to play World Ends With You. It was also it was even bigger in PAX.
Yeah.
Where just everyone had everything mingle mode, and it was just such an easy way to level all your pins up. It's awesome.
God, we need to go to PAX.
We do.
But, it's just got a ton of replayability. It's fun. The gameplay is fun. The story is fun. The music. We haven't even touched how awesome
the music
is.
God,
the music is so awesome.
And man, one thing I like is you can buy the tracks and actually make any of them your main
your
main menu.
And I would constantly change it because I'd be like, I love this track, and after a while I'd be like, no, let's go to this track, and it's got such great music.
The music's beautiful in this game, and
because what they did was they actually, since it was Shibuya, they all got really good Japanese pop and put it all in there,
and the fuckers didn't shake it out and replace it with like rap or something when they brought it to America. They left it in.
And it's really, 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 really good.
It's really good music.
And that's one thing we can actually already show you, because you've at least heard at least one piece from it already.
There's probably two.
And if not more.
Yeah, and definitely. By the way, if you have that soundtrack, you need to send it to me.
Oh, I got that soundtrack.
If you got that soundtrack,
I want it
to me.
Alright, I'll send you guys a soundtrack.
Send me the guy's soundtrack. I have not enjoyed a soundtrack this much since Batten Kaitos. And I played through half of Batten Kaitos before smashing my controller into the ground in frustration over the horrible voice acting and story and gameplay because of the music alone.
Man, now that's dedication for music.
And even the stupid mini game thing you have to play through is even fun.
Yes,
10-pin slammer.
Ready? Slam it.
Pogs, only they're psychic magic pin.
Where you can actually use to attack each other.
Yeah, I've never had my Pog wield a big hammer and smash him.
Yes.
I've never had a Pog with a hammer. You didn't have a good childhood, then, Lee. Everyone's Pog had hammers in my chest.
And what's great is that they're actually the pins you use to fight in the game anyways.
Though I found my I do better if I make separate decks for my 10-pin slammer.
Go out, because all your pins have separate actual game stats and then 10-pin slammer stats.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything in this game is interconnected. From the music to the story to the gameplay to the stupid minigame that's not actually stupid.
It's not actually stupid.
It's all good.
It's all, yeah. I can't think of... Other than the fact that the main character wants to make you stab his eyes out and kill him with your stylus before what did you say? Like
It's about a third in the
third
game
of the
when
game,
he gets better.
Third in the game when he gets better.
By the start of the second week, he's on the road to recovery.
You know, other than that, I can't think of a single down point for this game. It is probably one of the best DS games I've ever played, and one of the top 5 RPGs I've ever played.
This could be my DS game of the year, and one of my games of the year already.
Yes, exactly.
It's definitely it's definitely. I don't know about my game of the year. I still have to play Fallout, and Fable 2, and Dead Space, and Left 4 Dead,
Persona 4.
and Persona 4.
Oh, there's a lot of good
Wow,
games.
there's a lot of games coming out. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Anyways, it's really good.
It's really good.
Oh, yes.
Now this is the time where we have to figure out how many awesomes out of awesome to possibly give this game.
Let's see. How many pins can you equip at once?
Well, you can buy more equipable slots.
Oh,
So usually like up to 6, isn't it?
Up to 6.
up to 6. Yeah.
But I feel that not even 10 pin is enough.
Not even
we're
10 pin
going to kick it up to
slammers,
11.
11 pin
10
slams. 11 pin slam awesome.
Of Reaper composerness.
And with that, friends, we're out.
We are... Well, I can't say ghost because that's what the One Up Yours podcast does. I guess we out.
My God, it's full of stars.
With that, we're erased.
World of Awesome!
Fuck you.
What the hell was that?
I did something similar.
Lee, don't do that again. No, I'm sorry. That was me, guys.
I did something similar with the Helsing thing last week. Helsing Ultimate!
I've totally decided to play everything that I do poorly on the microphone on Lee. So
Sounds good to me.
heads up, guys.
Yeah.